Hey y'all, hey, it's Troyia Monay back to y'all with another video. Today's video is super exciting as always, you guys. In today's video, we are going to be discussing marketing strategies that you want to make sure that you are implementing to build that trust and build that relationship and that connection with your target audience, especially during this crazy season that we are in right now when it comes to Black Friday and when it comes to holiday shopping. You guys, you want to make sure that you are building a really healthy relationship between you and your target audience, so that way you can go through, build that trust and build that engagement with them. Alright, you guys, so let's go ahead and hop into it. I am going to be sharing with you guys about 5+ different ways that you can go ahead and build consumer trust, especially during this crazy holiday season. So first things first, you guys, you have to really go through and understand why building trust is so important. Why is building trust between you and your target audience so important? The reason why it's so important is oftentimes, you guys, I really go through and I compare our everyday relationships to our relationships with our target audience, you guys. So if you can't trust your partner in a friendship, or you can't trust in a romantic relationship, and if you can't trust a friend within a friendship, there's not much of a relationship there, right? Same exact thing happens with our target audience. If they can't trust us, if they are like a little bit iffy about going through and shopping with us, there's no true relationship there, you guys. You have to make sure that there is some form of trust there in order for that relationship to even go through and exist. Alright, you guys, so before we go ahead and hop right on in, I do want to explain to you why it's so important to build that customer trust. A lot of you guys are like, what is customer trust? Why is it important? Why do I need to make sure that I establish this relationship between me and my target audience, you guys? Oftentimes, I really do compare, and I use this example all the time, but I really do compare our everyday relationships with the same relationships that we have within our target audience and our consumers. You want to go through and think about it this way. In a romantic relationship, there has to be trust there, right? In a friendship, there has to be trust there, right? In order for it to even go through and operate, there has to be some level of trust. And if there's no trust there, there's no friendship. If there's no trust there, there's no relationship. Same thing happens with our target audience, you guys. If there's no trust within that actual relationship, there is no relationship at all, right? You want to make sure that your consumers have that relationship with you and have that connection with you, and they're able to trust you. And we're going to hop into the strategies that you guys want to go ahead and use in order to build that trust. It's so important because it's going to go through and create that brand loyalty, you guys. Returning customers is such an important marketing strategy in order for you to go through and accomplish. You want to go through and think of different ways that you can get people that have shopped with you before to come back over and over again. And the only way to do that is by them to trust you in the first place. If I don't trust you, I'm not going to come through and shop with you continuously. I'm going to go find me another business that I can go through and spend my hard-earned money with. Same thing happens, you guys, within your brands and within your business. You want to go through and create that brand loyalty because it's going to transition into a customer-brand relationship. So make sure you guys go ahead and think about that. So let's go ahead and hop into the first one. Y'all already know I have my notes here. So if I'm looking down at any given point, that is why, so I can make sure that I'm sharing all of this valuable information with you guys. First things first. First way that you want to go through and build consumer trust is so cliche at this point. A lot of you guys already know this, but you have to be active on social media. You have to be active on social media. I cannot tell you guys how many times I've come encountered with a client and she's just like, social media is not my thing. And I'm like, well, sis, you got to make it your thing. I don't know what to tell you in this day and age. You have to go through and be active on social media. Your audience wants to put a face to a name. Okay, they want to go through and they want to put a face to a name. If somebody is frequently seeing you, they're building that virtual connection with you that is going to allow you to build that virtual connection back with them, you guys. You want to make sure that you are active on social media. In this day and age, people shop with people. People don't necessarily shop with brands anymore. That's why celebrities out here can sell crappy products sometimes, and you're really just buying from the celebrity themselves because you already have the face to the name to the brand. It makes sense that way. So you want to be active on social media a number of ways. You want to go through and build the visibility of your brand. It's also going to allow you to attract more followers, and then it's also going to allow your followers to go through and feel a little bit better as to who they're going through and doing this transaction with. So the more frequently you expose your brand, the faster you're able to go through and maybe build that brand trust and that brand loyalty between you and your target audience. Put a face to a name. Make sure you guys are active on social media. I cannot tell you guys how important it is to be active on social media. First one is to be active on social media. You guys already know this. The number two, the second one, is going to be using user-generated content. UGC, you guys. Also, this is also a form of social proof as well. But user-generated content is so important, you guys. The reason why is because we can hoot and holler about our brands every single day. You can say that you sell the best products. You can sell that you sell the most high quality clothing. You can sell that the eyelashes that you sell is made up of this nice, really great quality mink fur. But you can say that. Of course, you're going to hoot and holler about your brand. Of course, you're going to brag about your brand. But what is your target audience saying about it? What are your consumers saying about your brand? This is what's really going to help you go through and build that trust, because you have reviews of other people there showcased on your brand, which your audience can go through and read in order to make that final deciding factor, you guys. This is how you move your audience toward the buyer's journey just that fast, you guys. So right here I put a note. It helps your brand get a better understanding of your target audience and build your communities better. It builds trust. It increases your brand's search engine rankings, which it really does. Increases your credibility and definitely increases your overall brand visibility. Peer generated or user generated content makes for much more of a trustworthy source than any type of other content. Shameless plug, you guys. Make sure you guys are out here using user generated content, using social proof, getting those testimonials, getting those reviews. Really great form of trustworthy content that is definitely going to be able to convert, because you have other people talking about your brand, you have other consumers talking about your brand, going through and, you know, relaying that message to your target audience who is looking for a reason to purchase with you anyway. So for second one is user generated content. All right, you guys, so after that, number three is to improve your business's security, you guys. This is so important. So important. Making sure that your customers feel safe when they shop with you is so important. In this day and age, you guys, there's so much fraud going on, so many scams going on. So making sure that your customers feel safe when they come to your website is such an important factor. So right here I put a note that when your customers visit your site, the amount of safety they feel can play a significant role in how much they trust your brand. And that is so true. No one wants to put their credit card information into a website that does not look credible. Okay? I am not putting my credit card information into a website that I don't even trust. So you guys want to make sure that your website is secure, that you are using some type of security platform, some type of security system in order to go through and make sure that your website is good to go. So over the last few weeks, you guys, my brand personally, we've been using Buysafe. I've talked about Buysafe 1,000 times at this point here on my channel. I've been using their trust marks on my website at all of the high frequency usage pages, you guys. So I've been going through and using that system as a way to go through and also build up my customer trust. It's a platform that is really going to make sure that my business is backed up by a third party. So since my business is backed up by a third party that also provides security elements and security softwares and different things of that nature, my customers are going to be able to trust me a lot more, because they know that their personal information, their valuable information such as credit cards, such as personal information, addresses, anything like that, that it's safe. You guys want to make sure that you're also using Buysafe and different platforms of such, so that way you can make sure that your platform, your website is secure and your customers can go through and build that trust with you as well. So Buysafe trust badges, you guys, are placed at any of the critical decision-making points on your website. So it's on your cart, it's on your product pages, different things of that nature. Trust is such an important component when it comes to online shopping. It's so important that many of your customers may not go through and visit or shop with a site unless they trust those companies to protect their personal information. So you guys really want to make sure that you are using a platform such as Buysafe to make sure that you are good to go when it comes to building and generating that trust. So I've mentioned Buysafe, like I said earlier, several times on my channel at this point because of the benefits of using their platform. So Buysafe is a trust building and revenue generating platform for online retailers just like you and I that helps increase our overall customer confidence through a third-party endorsement and a shopping guarantee, you guys, okay? So like I said earlier, you guys, with so much fraud and scamming going on these days, you have to make sure that you are using some type of platform so that way you can ease the security and ease the minds of your target audience. They might be a little bit weary when it comes to shopping online and different things of that nature. So you guys, with so much fraud and scamming going on these days on the rise and so much of it happening so much more frequently, Buysafe has upgraded their identity protection benefit to further increase the value of their program, you guys. So as a Buysafe merchant, even myself, you and I, your customers will access 30 days of free all-state identity protection. So if fraud occurs, you'll receive 24/7 dedicated support and up to $1 million in expense reimbursement. Let me know who's doing that. Let me know whose brand is providing you with so many different cool aspects that is going to make sure that you are increasing that trust, the confidence within you and your brand, you guys. And that is Buysafe. So down below, you guys, I will have a link to all of these different things. There will be a link to the free offer. There'll be a link, some links there so you guys can get some more information about Buysafe as well. All right, you guys, so hopping into number 4, that is to address issues directly. I cannot tell you guys how important this is. How many times have you guys gone through and shopped with a business and the shipping's delayed? They haven't told you why the shipping is delayed. You haven't heard from them. There's so many issues on the back end. Address these issues directly with your consumers. So one thing that I really think that is important is just being transparent. So if you know that you have a shipping delay, go ahead and just tell your audience. Send them maybe a mass email, going through and maybe making a post on social media, just so that way you're transparent with them. That is going to increase their trust. If I feel like you're communicating with me effectively, I'm going to be able to go through and trust you a lot more. So right here I put a note that customer trust develops the first contact and extends the service of delivery, care, and support, you guys. This is so important. So you want to make sure that you are delivering the promises that you are promising your target audience. So if you're telling them that you offer fast shipping and it's been a week, 2 weeks since they've gone through and they haven't had any type of tracking, you want to be transparent. Let them know what's going on. Let them know that there's some type of shipping delay. Or, you know, if there is an issue with their product, go through and maybe offer them a return or something along those lines. Address those issues directly so that way you can go through and build that trust aspect and that trust element between you and your consumer. Last but not least, at this point, this one is extremely cliche, but that is customer service, you guys. I put right here, this is a cliche answer at this point. However, some brands really don't value customer care as much as they should. Customer service is so important. This kind of goes through and piggybacks off of addressing issues directly, but going through and offering that really great customer service element is going to allow your brand to stand apart from the thousands of other brands out there. So oftentimes what I like to do is if I know that I'm releasing new arrivals, or if I know that it's a heavy traffic day such as the weekends or maybe a Friday, or if I know that Black Friday is coming up even, I'm going to make sure that I am on my site, I am on my email, that I am ready, available to go through and communicate back and forth with my audience to solve whatever problem that they have. Just this morning, I went through and just released a bunch of new arrivals on my site. I had probably 2 to 3 people email me and tell me, hey, I accidentally ordered the wrong size. I was trying to check out super fast so that way they can beat the rush. And guess what I did? In minutes, instantly, I sent them a message saying, hey, check your email. We actually just went through and fixed this for you. Customer service is so important. People value customer service so much. I don't care if you are a, you know, super luxury designer brand, but if you don't have great customer service, me personally, I wouldn't want to go through and shop with you. Whereas you might be of a smaller, newer brand still providing really, really great products, I'll be more inclined to give you my money because I know that I'm able to trust you. I know that I can trust that I'm going to get my products. I know that it's going to be money well spent, you guys. So those are the 5 things that you guys want to do when it comes to marketing strategies for building trust, especially during this Black Friday season. Number 1, you guys, number 1 is all about being active on social media. Number 2 is going through and using user-generated content. Number 3 is making sure that your business is good to go. You are improving your business's security by using Buysafe. Number 4 is to address the issues directly. If there's any issues, address them directly. Be transparent. And then number 5 is customer service, you guys. All right, you guys, so those are 5 ways that you can go through and build trust during this holiday season, during this Black Friday season. I'll have more information regarding Buysafe's trust marks and the All-State Identity Protection Program listed down below, so you guys can go through and check that out and implement it to your brand and to your business as well. That is it. If this video was helpful, please give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.